Hey, what's up YouTube? Your boy Chris. I'm out in the Caliente garage for another installation video. And today I'm going to install the new Goldstrike luggage rack with LED lights and light strike technology. This luggage rack will fit Goldwings Your models 2021 or newer. Now I currently have a Honda line luggage rack already installed on the Honda Goldwing. So if you missed that installation video, be sure to click on the link in the top corner to see the install of the Honda line luggage rack. But today I'm going to take out the Honda line luggage rack and I'm going to install the new Goldstrike luggage rack with LED lights and light strike technology to this new style Honda Goldwing. So stay tuned to my video and I'm gonna walk you through step by step on how to get this luggage rack installed on the new style Honda Goldwing. So let's get started. Before I dive into the luggage rack, I want to give a special thanks to Goldstrike for sponsoring the Caliente garage with this new Goldstrike LED luggage rack. Thank you. Some of the features of this luggage rack is that the Goldstrike products come with a limited lifetime warranty against LED failure. No drilling is required on this luggage rack. It's durable textured rubber pads across the top. It has hidden stainless steel hardware. Looking at the front, it has a red running light and brake light. Now with this luggage rack, it doesn't have left turn and right turn, but it has run and it has brake lights and it has the light strike technology. It has a waterproof connector. Looking at the connector, it has a waterproof connector and this will plug directly into the 48000 Goldstrike harness. I already have the harness installed on the Honda Goldwing. It has different spots for integrated tie down locations and it's available in a gloss black or a chrome. For my installation, I'm going to install the chrome, and also it holds a maximum weight of 5 pounds or 2.3 kilograms. So let's take a closer look at some of the items that came in the kit. We have a rubber pad, label L for left. We also have a rubber pad, label R for right. And these are the post covers. Also label R for right. And we have a left post cover. It's probably going to look like that. And we have the right post cover. The luggage rack connects directly to the 48000 wiring harness, and I already have that installed on the Honda Goldwing, and I'm actually out of connections. So I'm going to tie in, or I'm going to connect up the wire splitter. This is the Goldstrike wire splitter, and it comes with 2 connectors in the kit. I will include a link in the description of the video or where you can pick up the Y connectors and the luggage rack as well. But the Y splitter actually will connect into the existing 48000 wiring harness. It doesn't matter if it's going to be on the left or the right side because the light only has running, it has run lights and it also has brake lights. So it doesn't have turn signal, so you don't have to worry about connecting on the right or left side. But if you're out of connections on your 48000, just pick up the Y adapter or Y splitter, and it plugs directly into the 48000, and it'll give you a extra connection. So I'm going to be using this Y splitter here today because I'm out of connections on my wiring harness. The first step of the installation is removing the seat from the Honda Goldwing. If you need step-by-step instructions on how to remove the seat from the Honda Goldwing, be sure to click on the link in the top corner. So the first step of any installation is verifying that the LED light actually works. So remember, the 48000 is going to connect right on the left and the right side of the bike. So I'm going to verify that the LED light works. Just going to lay down a soft cloth so I don't scratch the chrome finish. And since the Honda Goldwing is actually out of connections for any additional accessories on the Goldstrike harness, I'm going to plug in the Y splitter. So I can plug in on any side. For this installation, I'm just going to find one on the left side. So on the left side, I'm going to disconnect one of the connectors. I'm going to take the Y adapter and carefully plug it into the connector. Snap it in. I can take one of the existing connectors that I disconnected, plug it back into the Y splitter. Next, I can take the LED luggage rack, and I'm going to take my time and just plug it into the connector. And now I can verify that the LED light actually works. I'm going to turn on the ignition. Now I can press the brake. So the LED light on the luggage rack does work. So now I can disconnect it and work on getting it installed on this Honda Goldwing. That's the thing I like about the Goldstrike products. They plug directly into the Goldstrike 48000. Simple plug and play. So now I can work on getting the backrest off the bike. Have 3 screws, 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to remove those bolts. And now I can remove the passenger backrest. Lift up. So next I need to remove this panel on the other side. So I'm going to remove these 2 screws. And these 2 screws holds the panel on the other side. Now that I removed the 2 screws, I can open up and remove this panel. Now I have the passenger seat disconnected. I need to make sure all of the wiring is disconnected. I need to remove the entire trunk. We got to take it off the Goldwing. Just going to reach up in there, push up on the tab, and it slides right off. So I need to remove that connector. I'm going to disconnect my trunk light. Disconnecting my trunk light. I need to take out these 3 Allen bolts at the top on the right and left side. Once I remove those 3 bolts, and then I can take the lid right off the Goldwing. So now I can take this 5mm Allen. I want to remove the 3 bolts on the left side of the trunk lid and also on the right side of the trunk lid. Once I remove those 3 bolts, then the trunk is ready to be removed. And this thing actually has spring pressure underneath the lid. So when you take those bolts out, you want to make sure that you keep up with the screws. And they are the same size. Keep up with those screws. So we have 3 on the left and also 3 on the right. So it's going to try to lift up when you take those screws from the trunk lid. So now I'm ready to remove the 3 screws, the 3 bolts on the right side. That's 1. And just be careful when you take these bolts out. The trunk is going to lift up. That's 2. That's 3. So I can slowly lift up on the trunk lid. Now the trunk is detached. So now that I have the trunk lid removed from the Honda Goldwing, I've laid down a mover's blanket to prevent any scratches. So now I need to take off the inner lid or separate the inner lid. So I need to remove the hood latches, and also I need to remove the Phillips screws around the trunk lid so I can separate the inner lid from the outer shell. So I'm going to remove the latches. These screws are all the same size. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. So I'm going to take out the hardware from the Honda OEM trunk lid. Just going to remove these bolts. Along with the washers. Got 4 of these bolts that has to be removed. beveled at the top and flat on the bottom. And we have 2 bolts. There's one. There's 2. And now we can separate the inner liner from the outer shell. So I'm just going to reach in on the corner. And lift up on the outer shell. So looking at the inner trunk lid, I'm going to take these metal brackets that came in the kit. Just going to lay them on the trunk lid. Next, I'm going to take some of my gaffer's tape. I want to just tape down the bracketry. That'll keep it into place. Just using tape to hold down the back bracketry into place. I'm going to take the flat washer, lay it on the top. Next, I'm going to take some gaffer's tape. And I'm going to tape this washer into place. Just tape it into place. So now that I have the brackets taped into place, I have everything lined up. I'm going to take the little short nut or the short bolt, a flat washer. I'm going to come in from the other side, like so. I'm going to take my bolt, and this is going to lock that bracket into place. Take the short bolt, flat washer, come in on the other side, drop it through. Take my locking nut. So now I can set the lid back into place. Gaskets. So I'm going to lay the gasket over the trunk. I'm going to do the same to the left. One label left, the other post cover goes on top of the gasket. I'm going to feed the wiring. feed that wiring down the inside of the, just going to feed it through. Just going to push the rubber gaskets down over the post cover. Push that rubber gasket. So now that I have the rubber gasket covering the post covers, feed the wire through the trunk lid. And now I can just rest the trunk lid on top of the trunk. And now I'm going to flip over the trunk lid, reach in from the bottom, flipping the trunk lid over. Make sure everything lines up. I'm going to take my bolts with the flat washer and gasket. I'm going to get it started with the other side. Take my other bolt. So now I can just finish tightening everything down. So now I can put back the bolts that goes around the trunk liner and the two latches. Push the latches through. Tighten back down the bolts through the latches. Make sure you don't over tighten them. Take my second latch, put it back through. Hand tighten it down. Make sure you don't over tighten it. And now I'm ready to put back my bolts. Turn my drill down to a low setting. Put everything back in. Now I can flip the trunk lid back over. Now this trunk lid is ready to be reinstalled. Going to connect up the blue to the blue. And on the left side, we're going to connect the orange to the orange. So I have one plug remaining for the trunk rack LED light. I'm just going to plug it into the adapter. So I've downloaded the Goldstrike app on my Apple phone. There is the trunk light. Make sure you do the update. When you download the Goldstrike app, make sure you do the update. There's the luggage light. Click on it. Please enter your password. It wants to do an update. I'm going to click update. It actually updated pretty quick. Okay, so I have my trunk light and I have the luggage rack. Since I just installed the luggage rack, I'm going to click on it. Power animations. I'm just going to go 10. I go to 11. And you can just go through and select different power animations. I'm just going to stick with 11. Run brightness, I'm going to max it out. Make sure I'm visible. Run animations. The use of animation patterns while driving down the road may not meet local laws. I'm going to accept. Animation mode, I'm on random. Animation delay. I can slow it down, speed it up, intervals, speed it up, turn mode, brake animations, 3, cool down, number of flashes, brake burst mode, frequency, I can speed that up, Bluetooth name, luggage, password, bind. You can return to factory settings. So I'm going to go back to my Luggage app, and I'm going to click on the trunk light, and it gives you battery voltage, power on animations. You can go with amber or red. I'm going to go with amber. For my turn signals, bright, I'm going to set it to 20. Run animations. I'm going to turn that on so it can run animations. Turn mode, set it to 9. Turn, I'm going to set mine to amber. Brake animations, 3. Burst mode, 5. Frequency, I'm going to speed it up. And so it just got a lot of different functions on the Luggage app. So I downloaded the Luggage app, and once I turn it on, do the update, and then it brings up the actual device that you installed on your Goldwing 1. And this is going to conclude the installation video of my new Goldstrike luggage rack with LED light for this new style Honda Goldwing. I like the way everything turned out, and the installation was very simple. Be sure to check the description of the video where I list all of the Goldstrike accessories that I've installed here on my Goldwing. Also, I would like to just thank Goldstrike for sponsoring the Caliente garage with the new Goldstrike luggage rack with LED light. If you guys like this video, be sure to click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I will talk to you guys later. See you.
Status, I'm a big dog, I pull up on the block in a big Corvette, riding around the city with a stick all black, try with a spoken weed with all that, Made $1 million and I can't go back, got a lot of jewelry on me, man, you can't hold that. 12 asking better, tell him that I ain't so crack. Know your money long when your people can't afford that. I'm ballin', my mama told me that I did my calling. I keep that stick, I don't do no brawling. Open out the doors and let them all in here. Yeah, they all in here. Big dog, we come out the pound, so we big dog. Heavy paddock, don't break my wrist off. I'm young out of rocket, about to lead dog. 3, 2, 1, I got big dog status, I'm a big dog, I pull up on the block in a big Corvette, riding around the city with a stick all black, try with a spoken weed with all that, big dog status, I'm a big dog, I pull up on the block in a big Corvette, riding around the city with a stick all black, try with a spoken weed with all that, Fall in line, we got sticks like a Columbine, running up the dollar signs, ain't no hiding from them hollow kinds, Bring up like the Taliban, that's my paper, don't you bottom mine, heavy had to come and break my wrist off. Yeah, lift off. I got big dog status, I'm a big